Another day has arrived, and we are still in the same place of disarray. Hope is in the distance. I can see a tiny glimpse of light, just a tiny, tiny light. It is there, I know it. I can feel it in my heart. I have prayed for it for oh so long. I know that it is coming our way. Tomorrow may not arrive. Yesterday has gone, but this I know. Today is gonna turn out just right. Colonel Chris is a ray of sunshine. He has arrived just in time to keep that tiny light in the horizon still burning bright. Our prayers are being answered, so don't despair. Someone we can trust, which has been a long time coming when our hopes were shattered. He is that tiny bright light in the distance. Tomorrow may not arrive. I can feel it in my heart. I have prayed for it for oh so long. I know that it is coming our way. Tomorrow may not arrive. Yesterday has gone, but this I know. Today is gonna turn out just right. Colonel Chris is a ray of sunshine. He has arrived just in time to keep that tiny light in the horizon still burning bright. Our Colonel Chris is a ray of sunshine. He has arrived just in time to keep that tiny light in the horizon still burning bright. Our prayers are being answered, so don't despair. Someone we can trust, which has been a long time coming when our hopes were shattered. He is that tiny bright light in the distance.
Down by the lot near the old cafe where the sun fries cars all night and day, there's a wild crew doing what they do. Yeah, you know them, the parking lot crew. Refugees with moves so tight, waving cars in left and right. 10 ways to say, yo, park that straight. 12 for bro, you're 20 late. Neanderthals in safety vests, snack in hand, but doing their best. One grunted loud, broke out in a jig. Turns out he just wants a parking gig. Canines bark like they run the block. Chased a drone down, beat the clock. One gave change with a tail wag spin. That dog's got tips and a toothy grin. Who you gonna call when the lot gets loud? Parking cones up and they're drawing a crowd. Whistles blow and the scooters fly. It's the parking crew and the riding high. From the streets of town to the lot bazaar, they'll guard your ride like a superstar. Yeah, from Josie streets to America, it's the funky, fearless parking lot crew. Car guard shout near the garbage bin. Who parks skill? You let them in. They blow their whistles in perfect time, like a backup band with a traffic sign. Then here comes Wyatt, the colonel boss. Duct tape boots and a look that's sauce. Rides a scooter with flashing beams. Salutes pigeons, yells at ice cream. Then dogs, apes from a line. No dents, no scrapes, no overtime. If they park like chaos, made a plan. Fight them twice and be the man. Who's got the beat in a vested hat? Parking legends funky like that. Guard your eye with soul and flair, and a hi-fi breeze in the summer air. From this line here to America, it's the wild, proud parking lot crew.
setting sun, the green and gold shine bright. On the field of honor they battle with all their might. From the scrums to the tries, they always find their way. Springboks rising higher day after day. Springboks just win, win, win. They can't be denied. With the Webb Ellis Cup, they're filled with pride. The greatest rugby nation, standing tall and true, better than the rest in every test they pursue. From the dusty fields to the world stage they've roared. Legends carved in history, their spirit soared. In the hearts of a nation, they ignite the flame. Every tackle, every try, echoing their name. Springboks just win, win, win. They can't be denied. With the Webb Ellis Cup, they're filled with pride. The greatest rugby nation, standing tall and true, better than the rest in every test they pursue. Through the blood, the sweat, the tears and the pain, they carry the hopes of a country like a chain. From the whistles blow to the final play, they prove their greatness every single day. Springboks just win, win, win. They can't be denied. With the Webb Ellis Cup, they're filled with pride. The greatest rugby nation, standing tall and true, better than the rest in every test they pursue.
God bless it. I had it again. It did it again. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I had that turned off and it didn't go off. There you go. Sorry about that. That didn't work out well. Welcome back to all the Neanderthals. Apparently they're running my switchboard here. The Neanderthals running the studio. Neanderthals, canines, right-wing podcasters, and aspiring car guards. Welcome back, folks. Aspiring music there. The Colonel's Ode, lovely song by one of my viewers that brings tears to my eyes. I was kind of choked up about that. So I had to lighten up with the car guard thing and just had to get that Springbok glory in there at the end. Welcome back. It's Thursday night, the 10th of July, 2025. And I had a very, very, very long and busy day. It's been a long 3 days here, and it's really been crazy, folks. First off, I want to thank folks for suggesting that I put my music on Spotify. I signed up with DistroKid as my music distributor, and I did one song, and it was supposed to take a week, and in 2 days it was already there. It was probably there sooner. So then I loaded 2 more songs today, and they're already on there, and I just loaded the 3rd one. So on Spotify, I've got 4 songs, and I just on a lark went to look to see it Amazon, and my music was on Amazon already. The Save South Africa song is on Amazon. But I don't know how you find the artist, but I typed in the artist, DJ Silver Eagle, and then Save South Africa, and you go. It's on Amazon, and it's in the Apple Store. You can buy it. You can buy the song. So I've now uploaded 4 songs. I'll continue to upload the best ones. So let's see. The ones I've uploaded so far were, just a moment here. Where the heck is it at? Oh, there it is, DistroKid. Okay, so my music I've uploaded so far, Save South Africa, Jellyfish Sway, Heart of a Nation Slipping Away, and Cat Got Your Tongue, Cyril. Those 4 songs are all uploaded, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if the last one has made it onto the sites yet, but I do know that Save South Africa, Jellyfish Way, and Heart of a Nation Slipping Away have all appeared on Spotify. And I'll keep uploading them, folks. That's cool. And you guys can actually buy them now. Could be a small source of revenue for me, and you get something you can hold on to. You get the WAV or MP3 file. It's really cool. Freya says, congrats. We'll check out Spotify. Yeah, look for DJ Silver Eagle. That's me. Yeah, that is cool, Chantel. It's exciting stuff, you know. And the thing is, even if I stop doing this sort of thing, that stuff stays there in their catalog. And as long as people buy the stuff going forward, you know, it can always generate a little bit of revenue. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. DJ Silver Eagle. There you go. There you go. I didn't come with that. I think Xavier's the one that nicknamed me that, so I went with that. I thought it was pretty cool. Yeah. Awesomeness. Yeah, I thought so too. Pretty cool. Let me say hello to everybody. It could be a nice little source of revenue. I mean, it could reach far beyond just our audience. That would be so cool. Man, I really need to get a new keyboard here. This keyboard is on its last leg. I've looked at a couple, but I want a membrane instead of a mechanical keyboard because I know when I type, it's really annoying. You guys got it. I'm wearing a shirt which was a gift tonight, given to me by somebody in South Africa during my tour. There you go. Where's the food? Nou gaan ons braai. Nou gaan ons braai. Let's go. It's time to braai, folks. Okay. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. Where's the food? Of course, we say Whiskey Tango Foxtrot for something entirely different. Not where's the food. It's braai time, baby. Not try time. It's braai time. All right, let's see who's here. Vilma Rasmus, Dougie Ray, Pete Sten, Louis Fanikiak, in from Durban, down on the East Coast. East Coast Radio. You're listening live. No, it's not East Coast Radio. Jacques Boshoff, Tom Pultenay, Art Queen Liza. Good evening to you. Vilma Rasmus already said AJ Quinn. Arctic, hey, what's up, man? Arctic, what's going on? Arctic is one cool dude, man. Playing nice tonight. Anyway, see how Chris Standers here. Bugger Off Bunny's back. Mr. Echo. Adrian Frick. Good day from the Bahn Republic of Switzerland. Oh, Switzerland rocks, man. I love Switzerland. Yeah, the Schweizer Deutsch is very interesting. Very interesting. When I go to Switzerland and they speak like this, it's very nice. Oh, wenn we speak this, wenn man Deutsch in der Schweiz spricht, das ist ja fabelhaft. Das klingt wie ein Musiklied, ja. Ins Gebirge, in der Schweiz, ja. Sicher. Guy Spritz, Marius Fion, Reina Flesh, Karen Lange, Martin van der Meer, Rudolph Skeppers is back there again, Emerencia Quinn, Momo, Caitlin, Bugger Off Bunny, CB, Cheetahs versus Georgia. I haven't found how I can watch that. Let me try that and see if I can't figure something out. Cheetahs versus Georgia. Watch. Online. I wonder if it's on World Rugby. Sometimes they cover it. Okay, someone sent me... it says Flow Rugby, but that can't be right. That's 2024. That's the Lions. No, that's the wrong one. That's last year. Someone sent me a link for a rugby channel. Let me see if it shows up on there. So, here we go. Rugby. Okay. Fiji, Scotland. No, I guess you got to be in South Africa. Black Ferns in Australia. Wait, there's Cheetahs, Georgia. 8 o'clock, but I don't know whose 8 o'clock that is. What time is that damn thing on? Okay, Cheetahs versus Georgia team predictions. Okay. Cheetahs celebrating the 130th anniversary. Wow, been around a while. And the time is at 7 p.m. South African time. That would be 1 o'clock my time on Friday. This thing says 0800. So, wait. 800. So that must be in Australia or New Zealand time or something like that. So I'll try it. Let's see. I'll try it. Maybe I can watch it. We'll see what happens tomorrow. That'd be cool. And if it works, then next time I'll do it. All right. So Peter J. Piper. Funky Car Guards. Sloth Puppy's back. There's an OG. Alabala Amanda Lowe. Man, it's been around a long time too. Weird YouTube making me not commenting on one video. Is my internet? I don't know. Francis Blueball. Well, that's an interesting name. Welcome to you. Freya Dutoy. Rosalind Rosselmus. Welcome to you. Marius. Yeah, it's Friday for you guys. Not for me. Still Thursday here. Oh, my shoulder's all locked up. Anyway, my day has been, busy. I was interviewed this morning by Heinz Winkler. Yes, that's right. The Idol star, Heinz Winkler, now pastor, interviewed me this morning for his program. By the way, you guys should check out his channel. And then after I was on there, I did an interview with Neil DeBeer, which was well received. Lots of people. We had a peak of 2,500 live streaming. And I think we had 8,000 or 9,000 was over. Now there have been another 7,000 who watched it. Thank you for that. Then I had to diddy mow on down the road to take care of a few things. I went and picked up mail, and then I went and paid my water bill, and then I grabbed a little snack, and then I couldn't remember where I left my house keys. In the house. No, just kidding. No, I had them here. So I had to use a spare to get in. Anyway, but I went to visit my friend who just got out of hospital, the 87-year-old, the guy that had the same model rifle that was used in the Kennedy assassination. So I went to see my friend, 87. He had surgery on his back. He's been in pain since last October, and he's pain-free. He looked great. He looked fantastic. We chatted for a while, and I showed him my new look studio. Did you guys see the new look studio? So, again, Ronaldo was the one that did this. I've seen it in Zoom before, but I didn't really understand how it worked. I didn't focus on it. But today, I took advantage of it. So I used artificial intelligence, ChatGPT, image maker, to make an image. And but there's also my microphone is not on, and something's picking up sounds here. I have to be very careful here because I noticed it today. It was clicking, picking up sounds. Wait a second. That's the State Department briefing. I don't want that. How did you get the State Department? Okay, so I want to go here. Okay, so this is what I did. And check out this studio. This is pretty cool.
It's just a warm-up match anymore. Rugby has transferred itself from a small...
So what that is I took ChatGPT. I told it to give me an image with a curved, long pane window with purple lighting, ceilings and background lighting, and a black desk in the front. And I want a view of the Manhattan skyline. That's Manhattan from the north looking south past the Empire State Building. And in the bottom right-hand side of the center is the actual new World Trade Centers. This is pretty good. Came out pretty well. I would have liked to be a little better angle there, curved, but that looks pretty good. And so what you do is you immerse and you bring yourself in. You're in the picture, then you bring the other person down. You just put them wherever you want them.
Petite entities of clubs playing provinces, playing national.
So that was pretty cool. And that's how I'm going to do my interviews from now on. I'll probably come up with a couple different versions of that studio. But I really thought that was super cool. Vilma's buffering. Sorry that. Okay. Wendy Fandemeva. George is here. Herman Ferry. Freya de Toy. Rakes. Okay. We'll just get a TV and shower for Colonel's live videos. Nicola hopes I enjoyed the rest of my day. Yeah, it was fine. Nicola, didn't you go to the doc or something like that? I hope you went well. Or a great way to start your day. Music is powerful. Music is. I was kind of tearing up. I mean, that Colonel's Ode gets me all teary-eyed, especially because it incorporates photos from the Opel Plus meet and greet. That was, man. Yeah, thanks for Spotify. Please send a link. Okay, well, Spotify link. Let me see if I've got it here. Give me a second. Where are you at there? Spotify. Is it there? That's not it. There it is. DJ Eagles Spotify. I think this will take you there. Let me see if it's loaded up that fourth song yet. If it is, it's very quickly. No, it hasn't loaded yet. Yeah, so, DJ Silver. I don't know why it's using that one picture, but here's the link. That's the artist link. Try that. See if that gets you. Let me know if that gets you there, folks. Okay? Or I don't know. I don't think it's my personal page. I think it just takes you. The Proud and Strong song is really nice, too. We'll get to those. So you can go to the Amazon store. I was on Amazon. I found my song, or I just on a lark. I pulled it up, and there it is. Save South Africa. So cool. Anyway, yeah, I'm glad you guys suggested it. That's really cool. I mean, other people hope we can find the content based on that. Check out Heinz Winkler's page. Nice interviews. We'll check it out. Did not see yours yet. Well, we just recorded this morning. Great about your friend. Glad things. Yeah, I'm very glad things went well for him too. Yep. It's a great T-shirt. We're definitely going to Bri tonight. Scott Choppies and Bri Burki. Choppies. Yeah. Okay. Cool. It was awesome. Just try size yourself at the same scale. Apologies for my forwardness. Just try to size yourself. I did try to size the same scale, Graham. It was difficult. It's a drag thing. It doesn't have settings. You can't set the frame. You just have to adjust with it. So sorry, but thank you. I worked on it. So hope I'm going to be around when you come to Nelspruit. Well, Rudolph, I hope so too. Oh, I do have an update. I haven't made a video. I wanted to do it earlier, but I was running around. I didn't have time to do it. So I'll give you a little bit of update. refugee stuff, okay? I've got some refugee updates, okay? So hang tight. Wait. That might be waving a gun. Got to be careful. That could be a firearm. Art Queen Liza, thank you for the $5 super chat. I don't know why it hasn't rang up yet. It's turned on. Got to throw the Colonel's alive in there. Yeah. Well, the meerkat's going to come in too. Yeah, I did. Been unwell for a couple months, unfortunately. Thanks for remembering. I appreciate it. You're welcome. But you weren't unwell when I saw you, were you? You're okay when I saw you. Was that? Did I give you the plague? Did we hug? Did I give you something? Oh my gosh, I've spread the plague. This man is PNG. No more South Africa for you. No more soup for you, Colonel Wyatt. You're spreading the pathogen. You know, it's coincidence. I rarely get sick, but twice on my 5 trips to South Africa, I've come home with some nasty affliction from South Africa. Okay. And the bugger bunny and the bugger off bunny son is definitely going to be up the bugger off bunny song. Yep. No doubt about that. Yep. Apply to the Logitech G522 Lightspeed campaign now. I have no idea what that is. Yep. They'll all be on there, folks. And they'll be in the Apple store and the Amazon store. Yep. Velvet Sundown is an AI band on Spotify and have 1 million followers already. Wow. Well, there you go. Well, I'm working on it, Dirk. Maybe you guys can help me get to 1 million subscribers with my AI. I'm an AI producer. Yeah, so there you go. And I think the stuff I come up with is pretty good, isn't it? I don't do the videos. I got to pay a lot more for the video. Let's see how it goes without the images. New images is good as a holiday. Keep the fantastic work searching out the truth. South Africa depends on your support. Thank you. Okay, thank you very much for that. Appreciate it. I'm going to make it my ringtone. Which one? Which one? That never came up. Did the Art Queen come up, that alert? I mean, I got it turned on. Let me turn it off and turn it back on. It's on, okay. So I don't know why it didn't come up. But anyway, yeah. So got it on my Spotify, says Freya. Cool. So on Spotify, you're subscribed, right? You don't download the music. You just play the songs you like. Is that right? Says I don't know how I get paid by Spotify. I know I get paid from Amazon and from the Apple Store. That's pretty simple. Just thought of something. I wonder if a white person sings "Kill the Boer" song will get arrested. Yeah. Well, yeah, that'd be pretty crazy. Yeah. I'm not 100% sure, but what I have picked up, if you do 30 seconds of a song, you do not get a copyright. No. That's not true. That is not true. You talking about YouTube? No. You get a copyright. You get a copyright after 6 or 7 seconds. And I have songs, because they're so big and so famous, after 3 seconds, my channel is shut down. We know this. We played Note for Note a few years ago. I did Note for Note. You know, we call that Name That Tune here. I can name that tune in 3 notes. Good on you, brother. I can't name it in a friggin' whole verse. And we went literally 3 notes on one song, or 3 seconds. And I got shut down. We just got shut down. No strike, but they just shut us down for playing copyrighted music. Yep. No, you don't get 30 seconds. No, you don't. Yeah, Note for Note was fun until it wasn't. Exactly, Arctic. We did it for like 3.5 hours. It was, and then I still have that on there. I've got like 72 copyright claims. I just left it on there. I'm not going to eviscerate the video. It's still around though. That one, that Note for Note, whatever we called it that night. That was such fun. I mean, why can't we do that? I don't get this. You know, you got you've got these kids that make all the song, like the Black Magic song. They did the Black Magic. Hang on. Let me go to YouTube and do that. They did, all these kids are dancing and they all played it. And it's a tribute song. They're all dancing. They play the song. Come on. Black Magic. No, not my channel. Go to YouTube, genius. Come on. Here we go. There we go. Little Mix, yeah. Little Mix had all these kids that used to be on there, hundreds of videos. They were all tribute videos, and all these kids played Little Mix Black Magic. I love that song. I love Black Magic. That's a good song. I miss Little Mix, although one of them, the one chick's not so. Okay. But the rest of them were pretty cool. I'm on premium, follow you on Spotify. Okay, so I think I get a couple cents from that or something like that. All downloaded free, but on the app list. So how do I make money then? I don't know how I make money. What's the apologies for, Martin? I love this song, Black Magic. Pierre Lee Perrin. That's 10 years ago already. Wow, Little Mix. Black Magic. I love that song when it came up. But all these kids danced to it. It was all over YouTube back in the day. There were thousands of these videos. These kids in Asia dancing. They all pretended and dressed up like the girls in the video. And there was no any copyright strikes on that stuff. That's when I started listening to YouTube. I mean, I had a YouTube channel since 2006, but then I started paying attention with all these tribute songs and dances. Might not be arrested, but you'll definitely get a PK from somebody. Yeah, Dirk, yeah, if you sing that song, yes. Yeah. Still seeing emails from the bunch who live in squatter camp. Don't understand why they don't apply for a FG program. Which squatter camp, Buster B? The one I visited? Okay, I remember when you first joined your channel, I heard your song. Oh, yeah, well, it wasn't there. Again, I haven't got the permission from the person to put it together to put it on my channel. I mean, you know, hopefully I will hear something. Giving bad info, yeah? Not me. Yes, we can listen. Don't pay you per hit. Like, I don't know how it works, Rudolph. I don't know how that works. Maybe they pay per hit. I don't know. I don't know how it works. Lewis, that is correct. Whatever Lewis said. Yeah, Note for Note was fun until it wasn't. That was a lot of fun. Anyway, by the way, I keep my house key on a Rugby World Cup bottle opener. 2015. That's a weapon, man. I could take somebody out with that thing. That's why I have it. Yep. White squad in the West Rand. Okay, Buster, but I went to a squatter camp at a farm. I went to Arc, Philadelphia, in Pretoria, west of Pretoria. Yep. It's an area that I could just be so much more developed. It's just, I don't know why it never was developed more than it is now. But anyway, yeah, so I did that. All right, 190 people here. Welcome to all of you good people tonight. This is interesting. Reuters wants a story about the tariffs, saying it's going to... Now everybody cares about the white farmers. Now that Trump has 30% tariff, oh, the white farmers. Oh my gosh, the white farmers. Oh, this is terrible for the white farmers. Oh my gosh, what's going to happen to the white farmers, man? Oh, the white farmers, it's terrible. You didn't care about the white farmers? Nobody cared about the white farmers on February 6th. Nobody cared about them on March, April, May, June, July 6th. Only after Trump's tariffs on July 7th, suddenly the capture media are like, oh my gosh, these poor white farmers, look what's going to happen to them now. Oh my gosh, Helga, did you see what they're doing over here? They're hurting the white farmers in South Africa. Oh my goodness, those poor white people. Y'all don't care about the white people? Stop lying. They're just convenient tools for you. Oh my goodness. And look what they show for the video. They show a video which is the refugees arriving. Look at this. This is what they're talking about, tariffs, and they're showing the refugees arriving. There's Thea. Wow. Citrusdal. We all know Citrusdal. I've been there a couple of times. In fact, I recorded the post-flood repairs to the road. They're still working on that bridge, by the way. President Trump's threatened 30% tariff on South Africa exports is set to deal an economic blow to a community he has vocally and controversially championed. White farmers, citing false claims that white South Africans are being persecuted. That's a lie, Reuters. Trump has cut aid to the country, belatedly berated its president. He didn't berate the president. That's another lie. And invited Afrikaners, descendants of early European settlers, to come to the United States as refugees. That's another lie. It's not Afrikaners. It's South Africans, you lying, race-hustling Reuters. British, more garbage. Garbage in, garbage out. Yep. But for the white farmers who remain rooted in their homeland, inspired to make a living from the land, the tariffs come in effect in August are an assault on those ambitions. It doesn't make sense to us to welcome South African farmers to America, then the rest stays behind to punish them. We're not welcoming South African farmers, you dipshits. Good Lord, said Christian Mouton, a sixth-generation farmer in the Western Cape province. It's going to have a huge impact, he said, standing among rows of trees heavy with navel oranges. Yes, it's not profitable to export anymore to America. No, because you had an artificial advantage of no tariffs. You got in for free. Now you got to pay freight, and you're not competitive. Well, so much for your unproductive, inefficient labor market. It's citrus fruit along with wine, soybeans, sugar cane, and beef that had previously benefited from duty-free access under the Africa Growth and Opportunity. It's not the Africa Growth and Opportunities Act. It's not the Africa Growth and Opportunities Act. It's the Africa. Oh, this is not hard. You look it up. It's not the African Growth Opportunity Act. It is not the African Growth and Opportunities Act. Good Lord. This is not hard to figure out. Helped by that trade initiative, South Africa, the world's second largest citrus exporter after Spain, generates $100 million annually from the U.S. market. Not anymore. The new tariff ends that preferential treatment. That's not true. That's not true. The new tariff doesn't end it. AGOA ended. It's over. 30 September. Good Lord. And with 3/4 of South Africa's freehold land white-owned, that's not true. Oh my gosh, I'm going to destroy this article. This is such propaganda and garbage from Reuters. Oh, you wait, Reuters. You're getting a PK, buddy. Oh, you are getting a PK. Reuters getting a PK. Wow, this article is so full of propaganda. It's mind-boggling. Mind-boggling. 3/4 of freehold land is not owned by white South Africans. We've covered the story numerous times. The figure is nowhere near that. Unbelievable. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Oh my goodness. My music energized your cats. Yin yang and kamikaze barreled into your legs. Didn't slow him down. Now they paw boxing. Our fake Timu president. Yeah, we're going to call him Timu Cyril Ramaphosa. Yes. He's thinking into himself he wants to be Titanic captain. Yep. Is they want to get paid for attendance. Yep. These reporters talking crap can come stay here for a week. Exactly, Rudolph. I mean, this is utter nonsense. After a 3-month pause, Trump escalated the global trade offensive he launched in April. The new tariff, Boitshoko Nchabele, chief executive of the Citrus Growers Association, said the levy will hurt all South African farmers and farm workers, no matter their race. 30% tariff would wreak havoc on communities that have for decades focused on producing specifically for the U.S. market. Farmers will go bankrupt. In its location, the Southern Hemisphere means South Africa produces citrus at times a year when the U.S. doesn't, and its exports giving U.S. customers year-round access to fruit. While the United States accounts for only 6% of South Africa's citrus exports, some farming areas produce specifically for the U.S. market. Redirecting produce grown to the U.S. for the U.S. to other markets is not simple, as size and plant health requirements vary from country to country. Nestled in the valley in the Western Cape's rugged Cedarburg Mountains, Mouton's family farm employs 21 permanent workers and nearly triple that number during peak picking season. 35,000 jobs are at risk in citrus trial alone as the tariffs risk making South African citrus uncompetitive. Well, yeah, it is uncompetitive. President Ramaphosa said trade talks with Washington will continue. They never started. That's a lie. And argued the 30% rate was based on inaccurate understanding of two countries' trade. Well, he also said Trump didn't understand what's going on in South Africa, and you're wrong about that too. Not far from Mouton's farm, workers are carrying on as usual for now, sorting and packing fruit. Farmers will go bankrupt. For sure, there would be job losses in their sector. I don't even want to think about it. Well, I'll tell you what. If you read Reuters, you'll know it's all BS, nothing but lies in this story. Wow. Okay, wow. Wendell Rolfe. Who is Wendell Rolfe? Let's see who Wendell Rolfe is, because he is just full of propaganda. Writes for Reuters. World Bank, South Africa. I guess he's based in South Africa. Well, he is a propagandist. Don't know him, but buddy, either you're lazy or you're a propagandist. I've just ripped apart at least 8 different things that are total fabrication in your story. Clearly not a financial guru. How the ZAR has not tanked over the past few weeks. It's because the dollar is weak, Tom. The dollar is weak right now. That's why the rand hasn't tanked. Anyway, there you go. Good morning, Werner van der Merwe. Werner van der Merwe. Dude, that rhymes. All right, so Ramaphosa will address the nation. It's Evening with Cyril, Sunday at 7 p.m. We'll be covering that live right here on the channel. By the way, the title will be Live Commentary and Analysis, which means that when Cyril's talking cock, I'll be interrupting and saying what's really going on. So if you don't want to hear me, then you don't want to be here. I'm just saying. I'm sure Cyril takes thinking about something to start. Some farmers in Western Cape are clients of mine, and they have risk management plans to mitigate against things like this. Anyone who puts their eggs in one basket is not thinking ahead. Correct, Dirk. Correct. Correct. Yep, that is correct. Utopi, what's going on? So Ramaphosa will be speaking. Minister Mkunu's comrade, Brown Mokhotsi, says he's ready to tell all after Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi his explosive claims. Ooh, is he going to tell us what happened? Is he going to tell us what can happen? Oh, I do that all the time, Varoshka. Yeah, when Cyril gets up and spews his utter nonsense, I come on screen, small me, big Cyril, big head, and he talks, and I just give my commentary. Yeah, Cupcake is very boring. It's the only way to stomach the whole thing. But it's funny because you get people that don't know the channel. Quit talking. We're trying to hear him. Well, I'm usually not talking over him, for number one. And number two, people tune in to listen to live commentary and analysis because they find it informative and entertaining. They sure as hell aren't there for Cyril. Well, Brown Mokhotsi. Is that racist? Can we call him Brown? Isn't that... George Steinberg is in from Heckport. Oh, my goodness, brother. Been looking for you. Looked at a photograph of you today, George. Saw a photograph of you today, George. That's right. Oops, sorry, there's a nail in that. I shouldn't point at you. It's dangerous. Yeah, no, I saw a photograph of you today, George. Yep, brought back memories. Like a Thundergun picture. George from Hackport. This is right, George. This is another George, is it? What's the subject of Cyril's speech? It's the Mkwanazi police scandal. Senzo Mkuno. Yeah, but if we call this dude brown, is that racist? I don't know, guys. I mean, can we call him brown? I mean, brown Mochutzi. Isn't that racist? Yeah, he's been accused of political meddling and links to organized crime by KZN Commissioner Lieutenant General Nandla Mkwanazi. Says he's ready to tell all. I'm aware that the public, South Africans, have been waiting to hear my side of the story. Definitely I'll be doing that. Remember, I had to deal with my security situation. I've been followed here and there. My phone's had some problems. But yeah, I'm ready. I'll be taking the nation into confidence, he told radio station 5 FM. He wouldn't say anything else, though. Interesting. So will he tell all, or will it be a big nothing burger? Nothing burger. Best and safest form of investment is buying Krugerrands. I don't know about that. Mohammed Lahar, what's going on, brother? What's going on, Mohammed? Are you in the Western Cape, Mohammed? Just asking. I'm asking for a friend. Best and safest investments. Okay. Thanks. Will all be BS then. Yeah, exactly. It will be a nothing burger. Well, tune in for the entertainment. Get your popcorn. Remember when we had the Cyril appearing in the White House? I had popcorn. Literally, I had a basket of popcorn. Some people got pissed off because they could hear me chewing the popcorn. Pleased to meet your neighbor. Okay. I'll meet you, neighbor. Richard Coons here. Welcome to you. Cyril would not be working in a car wash. At the car wash. Discuss the minister, but doesn't talk about tariffs or futures. Yep, that's right. And the South African media, and this is from Nicola Mawson, who is going out of their way to try to rubbish the tariffs by talking about the poor history of tariffs in America. Yes. Mohammed, I guessed correctly. Well, I hope that you have a nice place there. You're living well in the Western Cape. Things get a little bit crowded out there, my friend. Get a little bit crowded. By the way, folks, if you're curious where Islam was introduced, I don't know Muhammad's faith if he has any, but the name Muhammad prompts, in my mind, the prophet. So if you're curious where Islam was introduced into South Africa, look no further than Cape Town. And they brought slaves from Indonesia and Malaysia who were Muslim. And they landed there and brought Islam with them. Got the oldest place that you'll find Islam in South Africa. Yep, all kinds of interesting communities there. So, Nicola Mawson runs a story in the Independent Line trying to downplay the tariffs. They're already trying to talk them down like it's not a thing. Not a thing, man. Yeah, anyway. So, from Hamilton's You'll Be Back to Backfiring Tariffs, the long legacy of U.S. trade barriers. And they run through a number of our trade issues through the years. And she refers to the Broadway musical Hamilton. Well, that's not really relevant. Anyway, so here are some of the tariffs, not all of them. The Embargo Act of 1807, the Tariff of 1828, that's the Tariff of Abominations. The Payne-Aldrich Tariff Act of 1909, the Smoot-Hawley Tariff Act, which is infamous from 1930, the Steel Tariffs of 2002. Now, they claim that the Smoot-Hawley is what caused the global depression. Now, the unstable financial markets and lack of genuine assets is what caused that. So, there you go. Richard Kuhn, no car wash for Carl. Working at the car wash. Anyway, Rion is back, 332. Yeah, Rion, whenever I see that's like Secret Agent Man. You know, we haven't played that in a long time, have we? Secret Agent Man. Remember the clowns that claim I work for the CIA? Yeah, because the CIA puts all of their secret agents out there on the internet just to talk to people. Because they're racist, Buster, because they associate those simians with people of certain skin colors. The people who complain racism associate that. I don't think that. You know, for instance, when I was a kid, when your kids were acting up in the yard, running around like a bunch of clowns, well, we didn't say clowns. People called the kids yard apes. That's what they said. That's what they called them. That's what they called them that. That had nothing with skin color. It had to do with kids misbehaving, like, you know. Anyway, so, but yeah, people like, oh, it's racist. It's not racist. No, it's just a description for kids behaving poorly. And frankly, I was living in neighborhoods where there were no black kids at, and I heard that term all the time. Nope, just Mkunu. That's what it's all about. Good morning, Chris Kruger. Sync Master's back. Good to see you there. Okay, the European Court, as if it has any impact, has found the Russians responsible for shooting down the Malaysian airliner back in 2014 during the Crimean and the Donbass conflict. Yep. So nothing going to come of this. Remember that? That was horrible. People still strapped in their seats landing in a Ukrainian field. European Human Rights Court found Moscow responsible for the 2014 downing of Malaysia Airlines Flight 17 and abuses including transferring Ukrainian children to Russia. Well, that's unrelated. European Human Rights Court on Wednesday unanimously... Suddenly my microphone is changing colors. What? Something wrong with this software. Did it again. That is weird. Okay, let me fix it there. I think somebody's got control of my microphone. Let me just close this software. Okay, so I've closed the software. Now let me reopen it and see if it works properly. It's been acting up for a couple days. Okay, let me go back. I got to find it here. There it is. Okay. Okay, my mic is on. Mic monitoring, headphone volume. Oh, that's why the headphone is so low. Okay, there we go. Okay, light sync. Got it. Okay. All right. Yeah. Anyway, so it's, the bunny's doing it. Yeah, they are spying on me, Caitlin. I'm sure they are. Anyway, the European Court found them guilty, based in Strasbourg. Cases were brought by Ukraine and the Netherlands. There were 298 people, mostly Dutch nationals, on board the civilian passenger liner that flew from Amsterdam to Kuala Lumpur. And these morons flew over an active war zone. There was a war in the Donbass and in the Crimea, and they flew. Why are commercial airlines flying over war zones? It's stupid. The airline should be held responsible for negligence. Evidence presented to the court suggested the jet, commonly known as MH17, was shot down under the mistaken belief that it was a military aircraft during conflict that year between Ukraine's armed forces and Russian-backed separatists. The only reasonable conclusion was the plane was shot down by either Russian military or separatists, both of which Moscow was responsible for. Yep. In his statement, Dutch Foreign Minister Casper Veldkamp said the court's findings were an important step in the road to justice. Court's decisions are binding, but governments do not always comply. Ahead of the ruling, Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov said the court's findings were null and void, and that Russia had no intention of enforcing them. Exactly. Nothing going to happen there. Ukraine claims at least 7,890 children have been removed in 8 months within 8 months of Russia's invasion. Yale School of Medicine said that number is now 19,000. Why are they taking Ukrainian kids? I never understood this. Yeah, well, you got to wonder why, Buster Reed, because that's how they see it. That's what they see. That's not what I see. So, yep. What are you giving a miss there, Con? Bormeises are hacking me. No, I don't think so. The former Real Madrid coach Ancelotti gets a year in jail for tax fraud. Oh, the big wigs go down. Spanish court Wednesday sentenced former Real Madrid manager Carlo Ancelotti to a year in jail for tax fraud committed in 2014, a punishment that will not oblige the Brazil coach to serve prison time. How is that? Prosecutors allege the Italian created a system of shell companies to hide extra earnings during his first spell as Real Madrid manager in 2014-2015, notably through image rights. They said the 66-year-old, one of the most successful managers in football history, failed to pay more than €1 million due to undeclared earnings in those years, seeking 4 years and 9 months in jail against him. Wow. He denied intentionally committing fraud at this highly publicized trial, saying he never realized the scheme allowing him to collect some of the money in salary image rights would see him pay less tax. They announced it had convicted him of an offense against the Treasury to the punishment of 1 year imprisonment and a fine of €386,000. He showed a conscious desire to evade the payment. He joins a list of football greats who have fallen afoul of Spain's crackdown on stars who have not paid their due. There you go. Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, both found guilty of tax evasion, as well as former Real Madrid boss Jose Mourinho. Wow. That's crazy. Don't play soccer in Spain. Don't play soccer in Spain. I think that's the bottom line here. Are we still live? Why am I getting only live chat? There we go. Thank you for the super chat there, George. What was your super chat for? Oh, it's just a super sticker. Thank you for that. Right. I'm going to make sure we're still live here. We are still live. Cool beans. If you get an answer to that, lunacy, please tell me. I mean, a South African piece of hate speech. Yeah, piece of cloth. Yep. What a joke. It is a joke. It is a joke. It's just fraudulent. It's racism on steroids. I have podcast on Spotify. I have my my podcast on there. No one ever watches it or listens to it. You can load the audio from your videos as a podcast. Yep. Yeah, I'll probably do that, Rebecca. I'll probably do that. But, I mean, you got to have more than one store, right? I mean, I've got the other one, but so. Marches in support of Mkwanazi. Well, that's awesome, Karen. I didn't hear that. That'd be pretty cool to see. That would be pretty cool to see. People are going to support the KZN police commissioner. Well, Trump praises the good English of Liberian president, prompting criticism across Africa. No, the criticism mostly came from EFF hate wankers in South Africa. So let's read what the CNN story says, okay? U.S. President Donald Trump praised Liberian President Joseph Boakai for his strong grasp of English language on Wednesday, but the African leader was educated in Liberia, where English is the official language. Such good English. It's beautiful. Where did you learn to speak so beautifully? He says, that's very interesting. I have people at this table who can't speak nearly as well. So the author tries to give us a lesson in the history of Liberia. And several Liberians voiced their offense over Trump's comment to Boakai, given the U.S. president's past remarks in African countries and the colonial legacy left by the U.S. organization. Now, there's no colonial legacy left in Liberia. Liberia wasn't colonized by America. It was colonized by people who had nothing to do with the American government. So stop trying to lay that nonsense on us. Who is the author of this filth? Mitchell McCluskey and Larry Madowo. Yeah. Anyway, I felt insulted because our country is an English-speaking country, said Archie Tamel Harris, Liberian youth advocate. Archie, I've lived in Liberia. It's not an English-speaking country. Y'all don't speak English. Let me give you an example here. So he's offended. He thinks it's an English-speaking country because he speaks English, but he doesn't speak English the way we speak English. So Liberian English is a pidgin. So if I ask you, okay, let me ask this question, okay? Some of you know this because you've been on this program for a long time. But let me ask you a question, and you should all answer it. Just answer in text. Where are you from? Where are you from? Tell me where you're from, okay? Answer it. You can say South Africa if you want to say America. Just tell me where you're from. Where are you from? Answer the question the way you think you're supposed to answer it, okay? Where are you from? Anyway, that's just some idiot. But Liberian diplomats didn't see it that way. One Liberian diplomat who asked not to be named said it was not appropriate. The diplomat added that it was a bit condescending to an African president who's from an English-speaking nation. It's not an English-speaking nation. I've lived in Liberia. Stop lying. That's the official language, but it's not an English-speaking nation. Liberian English is very unique, and they should be very proud of it. Loved hearing it. Yep. Arizona. There you go. From South Africa. There you go. Now, let me tell you, at least two people played along with me. Thank you for that. Let me tell you what the problem with that is. In Arctic, if you've been there, you know what I'm talking about. Where are you from does not mean where do you come from. It doesn't mean Hansby. It doesn't mean South Africa. It doesn't even mean Arizona. In Liberia, when I ask a person, where are you from? It literally means, where did you just come from? Where did you just come from? So, for instance, or what have you been doing? Yeah. Where are you from? It can also mean that context. That's right, Artie. So in Liberia, somebody says to me, where are you from? Mamba Point. I just came from Mamba Point. Where are you from? Doing the laundry. The kitchen. Where are you from? Exactly. That's not English. That's not English. That's Liberian pidgin. So, look, I said it when he said it. I said, that's awkward. But don't take offense because they act like they actually speak English. They don't. Liberia's Foreign Minister Sarah Bayoso Nyante told CNN that there was no offense. What President heard was an American influence of our English in Liberia. The Liberian president is not offended by that. We know that English has different accents and forms, and so him picking up the distinct intonation that has its roots in American English for us was just recognizing a familiar English version. Yep, exactly. They want to make something of it. Yeah. Exactly. They can't even speak English to South Africans. Yeah. You understand half some of the stuff they say. Yep. Yeah. So there you go. Literally, where are you from means where did you just come from? Now, I used to be able to speak Liberian English. It's not English. It's not American English. It's not South African English. It's not UK English. And a lot of you, if you heard Liberians speak, Arctic, back me up on this. If you heard them speak, a lot of them you wouldn't understand what they're talking about, especially if they're out in the bush. They speak in English, but it's not even like Jamaican English, man. No, it's very different. From the granddaughter, we're babysitting. There you go, Emerencia. That's the answer right there. Is this just the left running out of news? Yeah, well, to be fair, Xavier, when we watched it live, I did say, "Whoops, Trump's going to get a PK for that one," because it does people that don't know better. But I think it made Trump look like he doesn't know what's going on in Liberia, which may be the case. Yeah, Trump gives a compliment, people turn into an insult. Yeah, it's because they're lazy turds. Yeah, and they do speak fast, man. I'm telling you that. No, they do. They just rattle on there really fast. No, I lived in Liberia, man. I knew about it. I was gowned in Liberia as a traditional chief. Anyway. Love my purple gown, by the way. Oh, my purple gown is awesome. I wonder if I've got a picture of that somewhere. That thing is awesome. Yep. Malawians do that too. Where are you from? Where are you coming from? Yep. Yeah, that's right. Malawians do that. I hadn't thought about that. But in Malawi, I hear a lot of Chichewa. Exactly, Buster B. People need to get over themselves. What a loser mentality. Yep. They're always looking for something. Well, ladies and gentlemen, so I made a video a short while ago. Let's see if did anybody watch that yet? I don't know. So let's see. I put that video up a little while ago. Let's see what's going on. 800 people watched it. So why is that still lowercase? I made that uppercase. You bastardi. Changed my text. PooTube. Uppercase. There we go. Let's see what happens now. Okay, good. Right. So what I want to say is that South Africa, so that video puts this nonsense to bed. Oh, Trump's attacking South Africa. Oh, the tariffs are because of Gaza. Oh, Trump has not. Ladies and gentlemen, South Africa got over. Despite insulting Trump, despite racist legislation, despite the systematic lying about what's going on in South Africa, despite insulting America at every turn, despite not even trying to negotiate with Americans over trade, South Africa got a 30% tariff. Canada, who's been negotiating with us from the very beginning, got a 35% tariff tonight. 35%. So none of this, woe is me, boy, picking on South Africa. Dude, Canada got hit with 35%. Trump announced a 35% tariffs on Canada starting August 1st. He warns of higher levies if Ottawa retaliates. So all these geniuses that have been telling you BS from the beginning, and I've been telling you the truth, it has nothing to do with Gaza. It has nothing to do with any of this stuff. It's not South Africa. Oh my goodness. It's too funny. It's too funny. Yeah, Kate Flat's English is hilarious. Yeah. Yep. Anyway, hey, Carlos Freda. No, look, that's been their answer. Well, Trump is attacking us. Oh, it's unfair. It's politically motivated. No, it's not. It's not politically motivated. No. It's his. You might not agree with his analysis or his conclusions, but it's his analysis and conclusion. Yikes. Yeah, I think Tame Impala, it may be one of the world's biggest disasters. So Camera will be Kamala. Yeah, that happens too. No, but I mean, so I did a video. Hopefully you guys go watch it. I mean, let's see what people have to say. But I mean, I've been saying this all along. South Africa, it could be much worse. Now, it could still be 40% come 1 August because of the BRICS 10% levy. But yeah, Canada got 35%. And they're our closest neighbor. They look like us. They sound like us. The only way you can tell them apart is when they start saying things like a boot. Yeah, no, I was a boot that. What? Oh, Canadian. Gotcha. Busted. Get this one over here. Take him out of here. He's Canadian. Yep. Get the Canadians out of here, man. No more Canadians. I should make a song. No Canadians. No Canadians allowed. We don't need no Canadians. Mm-hmm. We don't need no thought control. Keep your maple syrup. Leave those kids alone. Woo! Were the neurons firing properly tonight? We need to hear something good now. What do we got here? Only 35 Canadians allowed per year. That's right. Yes, America applied a 35% tariff tonight on Canada. That means only 35 Canadians are allowed to cross the border this year. We don't need no ice hockey. We don't need no... Hey, Canada, keep Gretzky home. They can ignore the letters all they want, but when their stuff shows up at the port, they're going to pay 35%. If they don't, it's going to rot at the port. Lesotho doesn't have 100% tariffs. Their letter said 50%. Yep. Well, they can all ignore it all they want, but it's not going to change anything. It's not going to change anything. I'm sorry. Do you understand the words coming out of my mouth? Oh my goodness. The other song still hasn't made it there. But I got Heart of a Nation slipping away, Jellyfish Sway, and Save South Africa. Come on, we'll hear something good. What do we got here? Let's go to the library. Catgate, Jellyfish Sway, Heart of a Nation, get it together. I haven't loaded that one yet. Meerkat. Oh, let's do Meerkats in Space. Which one was the good one? The second one?
Little meerkats in their suits so tight, rockets blazing through the cosmic night, eyes on the prize in the Martian dust, tiny paws holding interstellar,
Eswatini.
leading the way they leap through the stars. It's the meerkats' mission to claim Mars, building homes under crimson skies, a brand new world through their clever eyes.
And while it's playing, I'm going to upload it.
They scurry quick past the asteroid rain, through solar winds they feel no pain, digging tunnels in the Martian ground, echoes of chirps the only sound, leading the way they leap through the stars. It's the meerkats' mission to claim Mars, building homes under crimson skies, a brand new world through their clever eyes. Galactic guardians with tails held high, protecting Mars from the unknown night. From dunes to craters they boldly roam, calling this red desert their new home.
Cupcake song.
Leading the way they leap through the stars. It's the meerkats' mission to claim Mars, building homes under crimson skies, a brand new world through their clever eyes.
Meerkats in Space. I love that one. That's so cool. So cool. Meerkats in Space. Yep. So we'll upload that one there. Just realized the shirt. Oh, really? You just realized it? No, uns bereit. It's raining again, says Sandra. Cape Town. Well, more flooding. That's for the people living in the Cape Flats. Not a good place to be. DJ Silver Eagle here on the mic, spinning and bringing you the hits. Yeah, Depeche Mode, EL, like that's exactly, it sounds like stuff. Okay, so that song, Meerkats in Space, let me get that one loaded up. Okay, music and lyrics by me. Okay. Credits. Okay, synth. Producer is me. Okay. Don't want that stuff. Click, 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 click. Okay. Looks good. Oh, validation, please. Is valid release date. I put today's date, didn't I? Okay, where's the release date? No, that's not it. Come on. Where's it at? Usually it shows me where the error is, but I don't, there's today's date. Oh, it's the 11th. Okay. Oh, I did after midnight. 11th. Okay, that's why. By the time it uploaded, it was the next day. Son of a gun. Okay, continue. All right, there it goes. Uploading Meerkats in Space, folks. That'll also be in my Spotify and available in the iTunes and in the Apple Store and the Amazon. Yep. Busy playing catch up on your videos. Been busy. The Neil interview is very good so far. Well, thank you. Yeah, I just hit Friday morning. Now we can party. Okay. Have you added more tunes? That's what I'm doing right now, Gordon. Just doing it as we're speaking here. If You two, Peter Gabriel and others, can do anti-apartheid songs. Why are they so silent? Well, ha 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 ha. Well, Tame Impala. That's a very good question. Yep, Neil Simon too, right? Yep. So that one's loaded up now. The Kiffness says nothing on DJ. So, oh, thank you, Sloth Puppy. Yeah, I don't have any cat music. Sorry. I do have the one. Okay, so Meerkats in Space is on its way now. Oh my goodness. Let me go to my Spotify and see if any of that other song's uploaded yet. Nope, still not there. Taking a little while to get that one up. So that puts 5 songs on there. Yeah. All right, let me go to my music. So I've now loaded 5 songs. We got Save South Africa, Jellyfish Sway, Heart of a Nation Slipping Away, Cat Got Your Tongue, and Meerkats in Space. What time is the Cupcake Story? What happened? Where'd everybody go? 7 p.m. Play the Jellyfish song. I don't have a Jellyfish song. I have the Jellyfish Sway. Is that the one you want? Jellyfish Sway? We could play that. Let me find another song download here real quickly, though, and put in there. Oh, Springbok Glory. I got to do that one. Okay, Springbok Glory. Download. Wait, there we go. Cool. It takes a second, converts it to a WAV file, which is better quality. Download it. Only takes a moment to download, though, because it's only a couple megabytes, 30 megabytes. So let me see this one here. I want that image. I think this is a better image. Let me see. Yeah, that's a better image. Okay, save image as Springbok Glory. Actually, yeah. Okay, save that. And then I want this one here. Okay, so let me go back to you want the Jellyfish one. Okay, let's get that one. Jellyfish. There it is. Jellyfish Sway.
Blue lights flash, they're out of sync. Promises fade, gone in a blink. Wrong place, wrong time. What's the plan? Spinning words, but they don't land. Oh, jellyfish sway. Ooh, yeah. Floating promises drift away. South Africans cry. Dismay, dismay,
Jellyfish Sway on Radio Afterlife. Yeah, guys. So, yeah, that's now 6 songs I've uploaded. Save South Africa, Jellyfish Way, Heart of a Nation Slipping Away, Cat Got Your Tongue, Meerkats in Space, and Springbok Glory. Looks like the Cat Got Your Tongue might actually have already loaded, been distributed, because I got little lights here. It seems to be showing me yellow. That means it must not be there. So let me go look to DJ Silver Eagle and see if it's loaded there now. Nope, still not there. So anyway, interesting. Yeah, so yeah, I've loaded 6 now. So cool beans. DJ Silver Eagle. All right, let's get back to the chat and see where we're at here. We don't need any more anti-white racism. We don't need any more ANC. Oh, there you go. We don't need no anti-whiteism. Many, many years ago, my sister and I used to go to the Bundu Inn on a Friday evening for a fun night out. White people living in squatter camps at Monument Dam near Munsieville. Ron Fontaine passed there at least 3 times a month. Disgusting. What's that? Art Queen. Another dance song with lyrics like ANC like Pinocchio, shame on you. Gordon von Rensburg. What's Caitlin saying? She's dancing. I can use the style with DJ Silver Eagles music. Talk to you in a... Okay, Louis out of here. Kruger's Resort was called West Rand for a reason. Okay, so Trump calls for alarms, to put audible alarms up after the horrible tragedy that took place in Texas. Well, that's a good idea. People should have been doing this a long time ago. President will visit the state Friday, a week after the devastating flooding in the Hill Country killed more than 100 people, waiting till people can finish recovery efforts. After having seen this horrible event, I would imagine you'd put alarms up in some form where alarms would go up if they see any large amounts of water or whatever it is, he told the press. Locals were just hit by this just like everybody else. Yep. 27 children and counselors from Camp Mystic. Nobody ever saw a thing like this coming, and this is a once-in-a-200-year deal. It'd be easy to blame them. I wouldn't blame them. I think from the standpoint of the future, you'd have to have some kind of alarm and lighting system, maybe. Yep. Yep. Oh, the Trumpster. F around. Okay, this song is epic. Yeah, that track is on fire. Seems I have it to download Spotify. Or you can buy the tunes if you want directly off of Amazon or the iTunes store. Krugersdorp. Okay. 6666. Okay, cool. Well, the State Department is getting ready to lay off personnel, folks. Ooh, that's going to hurt some feelings there. Trust me. Going to hurt some feelings. State Department going to lay off 15% of its staff here in the States. Several hundred bureaus will be merged or eliminated after Trump got support from the Supreme Court. Several hundred bureaus. How many bureaus in the State Department? I've only dealt with a handful of them. State Department's announced it plans to move forward with mass layoffs as part of the most significant restructuring of the country's diplomatic corps in decades. Layoffs, which are commonly called reductions in force, RIFs, along with voluntary redundancies, will affect 15% of the State Department's domestic staff. A senior State Department official said that close to 1,800 people. Wow. That's a lot of people, man. Do you read the reply comments? What are you talking about, Leslie? What are you talking about? I sit here and read them all the time. Why are you asking me a question like that? You've been here before. Replay comments. What do you mean replay? Do I read the comments? Sorry, Leslie, I misunderstood your question. Do I read the comments on the videos after them post? Absolutely. Ask some of the people I've excoriated. I've ripped some people big time. Yeah, on Spotify, I need to listen to the music. Okay, cool. Yeah, sorry about that, misunderstood. Yeah, no, I go back and also we've got people on the videos who keep putting this nonsense. Let me see. I'll go, for example, you got these people trying to pimp crypto on my channel. They'll come like, oh, things are going so well here. I'm like, what are you talking about? Community. So I got to go there and I want comments. Okay, so Canada's, what's this? No. Let me get rid of ones I haven't responded to. Okay. Okay, all these countries can do better. Okay, what else? I don't see anything bad. Usually a lot of bad stuff here. Or not bad, some of it. Okay. Trump is a joke. We don't care about America's 91% of the world. Americans are 5%. Okay, Americans are 5% of the world's population. I said learn some basic math before commenting. Never did anything for our country. Wow, idiot. $8.11. These people are so stupid. It's another black supremacist that doesn't know his butt from a hole in the ground. Says they never did anything for our country. They worked for the apartheid government. They worked for the apartheid government. That's untrue too. All right, stupid people. Stupid people. Anyway, so where are we at here? Sorry, folks, I'm answering that. Is that what you wanted me to look at? What people are saying, stuff like that? I've never been to Hillbrow Records, but I've been to Hillbrow. I know the band played there personally. Gert van Staden. You will post your status there after the stream. Okay, Leslie, unless you're in America now, I don't know what status you're talking about. I would keep it to myself because people are dangerous. You mean you're going to post it to this video after the chat? Okay, I'll look for it, Leslie. Thank you. Now I understand what you're talking about. No, I do read those comments, but I can't read all of them. I mean, you guys are killing me with thousands of messages. Let me see how many unread WhatsApp messages I have right now. Okay, I don't have WhatsApp open on my computer. I can open up my computer. Oh, well, so many things open here. So WhatsApp, come on. Oh, only 209. Actually, I've caught up. I've caught up, 209. I see something you've posted in one of the groups. Okay. Okay, I'm just looking. Okay. All right. So, yeah, I don't see anything else here. But, yeah, no, I respond to those comments as much as I can. But, I mean, thousands of emails, hundreds of freaking WhatsApp messages. I can't keep up with it. Joe Cruiser's laughing so hard at myself. What's this? What if News and Zulu from Fryhead got what he wanted? Yeah, it was a good question. I was so cordial and professional, but fear it's something growing in the... Yeah, I think so too. We'll see. Stop spamming the Colonel. Yep. Who dat? Who dat? Who dat? Who dat? It's evening here. Sorry, Schoolman. That's correct. Traveled from the West Rand to Central Joburg daily at the time when I worked as an office manager in a business. Wonderful people I've worked for. 3 times directors. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it is. It is evening here, folks. It is well, morning. It's after midnight now, so technically it's morning. But yeah. So let me see. We got something else we can play. Heart of a Nation. There are Meerkats in Space. We did that one. Let's jump to the next one. The Bugger Off Bunny. I've got it downloaded. Which one is the Bugger Off Bunny? Shoot, I can't remember. I think it's this one here. I think it's the first one, right? Is this the better one? Because I haven't got it marked.
Yeah. Go on by, say whatever. Hop to the left.
Okay, that's the one because this is different. Yeah, it's definitely this one.
Yeah. Go on by, say whatever. Hop to the left. Bunny's on the scene. Fur so clean, move sharp, he's mean. Eyes like fire, trolls start to quake. Mess with the bunny, big mistake. Bugger off, bunny, protector of peace. Jumping through the chaos, never on a leash. Trolls come lurking, but they can't pretend. The bunny's here and it's the bitter end. Bugger off, bunny, protector of peace. Jumping through the chaos, never on a leash. Trolls come lurking, but they can't pretend. The bunny's here and it's the bitter end. Connell's right hand and ears standing tall. One thumb from the foot sends them through the wall. Carrots in the pocket, wisdom in his paw. Trolls see the bunny, drop their jaw. Bounce, 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 the rhythm don't stop. Trolls try to climb but the bunny's on top. Guarded the guardian, defender of the land. The bugger off bunny with the master plan. Bugger off bunny. Jumping through the chaos, never on a leash. Trolls come lurking, but they can't pretend. The bunny's here and it's the bitter end. Swift as a shadow, silent in the night. Trolls meet the bunny, then they take flight. Ears like antennas, catching every sound. The bugger off bunny, king of the ground.
The Bugger Up Bunny. And here's the second version. Here's the second version. Not as good as the first one.
Hop to the left, bunny's on the scene. Fur so clean, move sharp, he's mean. Eyes like fire, trolls start to quake. Mess with the bunny again, big mistake. Bugger off bunny, protector of peace. Jumping through the chaos, never on a leash. Trolls come lurking but they can't pretend. The bunny's here and it's the bitter end.
I don't like this one. Sounds like Bollywood, man. Namaste. Sounds like Bollywood. Oh my goodness. Yep. Which one's the right move? Is this the Trump song?
Yeah.
Stealthed in the night with the shadow sway. No words spoken, just the planes on display.
Yeah, I think it was this one.
Yeah. Your body really don't know. And it's just a race when I failed me. I got going. Stealthed in the night with the shadow sway. No words spoken, just the planes on display. Knocking out the power where danger lay. Hope's lit flame keeps the dark at bay. Boom in the silence, moves like a ghost. Choices we make, ripple coast to coast. Bridges built from ashes, no time to boast. Peace finds a way when it matters the most.
Welcome, Vander.
They saw the storm but never the rain. The skies were quiet yet broke the chain. Tensions crumbled like a fortress
Ronaldo
in
was
vain.
creeping up on me,
The
huh?
cost was steep but there's peace to gain. Boom in the silence moves like a ghost. Choices we make ripple coast to coast. Bridges built from ashes, no time to boast. Peace finds a way when it matters the most. A hand unseen rewrote the game. From chaos to calm, a shift untamed. Lines redrawn where fire once claimed. Now a new world emerges, unframed. Boom in the silence moves like a ghost. Choices we make ripple coast to coast. Bridges built from ashes, no time to boast. Peace finds a way when it matters the most.
The right move.
When it matters the most.
All right, well, the next one is, so I'll upload that one, but this is one you guys should like too. I need to mark this one. Proud and Strong.
Through the dust of the veldt, where the wind does moan, we've carved out a life in the soil and stone. They call us names, but we stand up tall. For faith and family, we've weathered it all. Raise the flag high, let the colors fly. With our hands we've built under God's own sky. No insult can break what's forged in our soul. Africa and her heart steadfast and whole. They say we're dogs, they say we're small, but we've built empires and answered the call. With the earth in our palms and the sun on our backs, we march to the rhythm of unbroken tracks. Through the storms and strife we hold the line. The roots run deep like the old oak spine. Pride in our spirit, love in our veins. The faith of our fathers forever remains. Raise the flag high, let the colors fly. With our hands we've built under God's own sky. No insult can break what's forged in our soul. Africa and her heart steadfast and whole. Through the years and miles we've walked this road, bearing the burdens, carrying the load. But the light of our fire, it will never fade. For the strength of our people will never be swayed.
Pretty good, huh? I need this image. Hang on a second.
Yeah.
Okay, I need this image, the right move. Same image, the right move. Okay. I need to post that one real quick. Image, right move. Okay, and then audio file. Okay. Takes a second. I'm uploading all this stuff for you guys on Spotify. Well, it's going to all of them, not just Spotify. It's on all these darn things. Credits, select the roll, guitar, all types. Okay. Producer. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. All right, that one's uploading. Okay, where are we at now? Sorry. Your music starts a good day. My favorite remains the Colonel song, One We Can't Download. Well, I just need approval from her, and then I can do it. Oh, you guys like that one? Wow. Have a good day. Okay, Ray Cordier, take care of yourself. Missing people I don't know. Sean Coates. Okay. Yeah, so I'll upload that one too. But we're getting there, folks. I got a bunch of them loaded now. Oh, that one's up there now. I got 4 now on Spotify. Cat Got Your Tongue is on Spotify now, so that's 4. Wow. Wow. It says I have 0 monthly listeners. I wonder, or monthly listeners, people that subscribe to your channel. I don't know how that works. Okay, so the right move is now loaded, and I'll just load the next one now. Okay, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Looks the right move. So I got enough for an album here. One more song, it's an album. 9 songs. So the right move, and then we just do the one I just said. Let me upload it first here. Audio file. It's going to be Proud and Strong. There it is. Pictures of, oops, too small. Select an image. Downloads. Okay. Huh, it's too small. That's weird. It wasn't too small to load it. Shoot, where's this thing at? Now I gotta go back and find it. When I made that song, that's a while ago, so take me a few minutes to find that. Give me a second here, folks. Sorry about this. Trying to get it right for y'all. How long ago did I make that song? Been that long? This is why I gotta file things in folders so I can find them quicker instead of just leave them all in the same folder. Bugger off bunny. I mean, I do a lot of production. I realize I've done this much. It just gets away from you, you know? You do so many videos, so much writing, so many things you put together. It's crazy. It adds up. Oh, come on. There's got to be something here. Well, I could use this. There we go. That'll work. Cool. I used an AI image I made. Okay, hang on. People leaving I'm here, hopefully not. Okay. Almost there. This is pretty cool how quickly this stuff goes out and it distributes it. Once you figure this out, it's pretty cool. It took me about 40 minutes to figure out the first one to load. Now it's looking good. Genre, I didn't pick the genre. Okay, this one's acoustic. What's the word? Okay, where's the genre at? There it is, genre. That is doesn't really fit any of these genres. Folk. There you go. It's folk. It's a folk song. What was the other thing I didn't get? I didn't get release date. Oh, I didn't put the date on it. Okay. So you got to pick all these things just right. Release date. There it is. Today. 11 July. Okay, there we go. It should load now. All right, that's all I'll load for now. I'll just stop doing it because people don't want to sit here and watch me load. Okay, what's that song with the saxophone? Oh, jeez, which one is that? Who is this DJ Silver? Because he's my new favorite. 10th Ray African descent from 1690. That one hits home. I got you, Alan. I'm 17th generation American from Jamestown. Okay. Oops, still got to finish one more thing. Okay. Okay, music's on its way, so that gives me 9 songs now. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 loaded up. Cool beans. And like I said, there's 4 now on DJ Silver Eagle. Yep, cool. You were churning them out this week. Yeah, I know. We can do something tonight, you know. Gotta go, says Bugger Off Bunny. Bugger Off Bunny. Clean fur. Morning, Jake Overly Thinker. You have good night's sleep, Colonel. Everyone else enjoy. Okay. How are we doing here? Hour and a half. Well, maybe we should wrap up, folks. Okay. Or should we do a little bit more? You guys want me to go longer or should I wrap up? Should I keep going or should we wrap up? By the way, let's go back and see what we got here for songs. I keep getting emails from DistroKid now telling me these things are uploaded. What the heck am I at here? That's not what I'm looking for. Okay. Right move, proud and strong. Let's go one more here. Oh, the meet and greet vibes. That one's pretty cool. We should do that one. Save South Africa. I already got that published. Oh, Cyril's Gambit. Which one is this? Shoot. Is it this one? Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, here we go. This is the one. He flew in smooth. Yeah, that's the one. Download. Wave. All right, we definitely have to do that one here. Ramaphosa's Gambit. Colonel's alive. You guys want that? Please play some more, says Rakes. Okay, well, let's play that one while we're downloading it. That's Ramaphosa's Gambit.
He flew in smooth with a practice grin, shaking hands with the lights that dim. The White House walls heard his claim to fame, but the shadows whispered a different name. Oh, Ramaphosa, what's the cost? Truth uncovered, bridges crossed. You played the game but lost your way. Now the world sees the price you pay. Pretending blind to the cries at home, while the streets of SA ache and moan. Right, the man with the golden hue, but the deal fell flat and the lies broke through. Oh, Ramaphosa, what's the cost? Truth uncovered, bridges crossed. You played the game but lost your way. Now the world sees the price you pay. Behind closed doors, the mask came off. No suits, no ties, just shadows aloft. The past screams loud from the buried ground. Now the silence breaks with the deafening sound. Oh, Ramaphosa, what's the cost? Truth uncovered, bridges crossed. You played the game but lost your way. Now the world sees the price you pay. Oh, Ramaphosa, what's the cost?
Oh, the Refugee update. Yeah, I forgot about that. Oh, I'm fine with sleep, Ingrid. Don't worry about my rest. I'm good.
Whispers turn to cries of scorn. History's weight won't stay concealed. Every wound must one day heal. Oh, Ramaphosa, what's the cost? Truth uncovered, bridges crossed. You played the game but lost your way. Now the world sees the price you pay. Oh, Ramaphosa, what's the cost? Truth uncovered, bridges crossed. You pay.
Okay, I can get back to the music there. I'm going to lose it. There it is. All right, yeah, so the Refugee update. I did say I had Refugee updates. So, cabinet reshuffle. Rumors of a cabinet reshuffle. Murmurs of a cabinet reshuffle. Maybe that's what he's going to do. He's going to get rid of Mkunu. Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay, let's see what happens. Anyway, so the refugee thing. Okay, so here's the thing. All right, so as I said previously, I have gotten information from people who sent in the PRM email before May 12th, and then recently were scheduled for interviews only to have them postponed till later. Same thing happened to another person who sent in before May 12th, and that person has actually had their interview. It was postponed, rescheduled, and they conducted the interview. Also, I received an update from a couple people today who've been getting telephonic interviews, and so it's on. There was something else I want to talk about in the refugees. I forgot. It was hours ago, so I have to go back and look at my notes here. You're on royalties on Spotify per 1,000 streamed in a year, depending on the plan subscribers are on. Okay, I'm not on any plan with Spotify. My music is being loaded up, so I'm not on any. Oh, you mean the subscribers on? Okay, gotcha. Sisters live in towns that are totally unaware of what is happening. I'm sure they do, Rakes. News in Zulu, you're back, man. Sawabona. Hey, News in Zulu. Sawabona, welcome back. Cluster of incompetence, yeah. You're welcome, Carl Becker. What's the refugee update? Yeah, there was something else refugee update earlier, too, that I got to go back and check on something. Look and see if I can find this real quick. Because, hang on a second. Okay, Gmail. Okay. Okay, yeah, I got a message from someone else that's got is doing the background stuff. Okay. I heard back from CNN. They still want to talk to people. All right. Yep. So, cool. So I heard from a couple. One of the couple had, the spouse had gotten a telephonic interview and paperwork sent to them to fill out for background checks, and the other person in the couple panicked. I don't know if they're married or whatever, but the other person panicked, said, well, but my partner got it. I mean, I didn't get anything. And I said, okay, hang on, relax. And then here it is 2 days later, and now they've gotten a call too. So yeah, it's happening, folks. It's happening. So hey, George Yax, thank you for subscribing. Interesting username there, interesting name there. So let me check my email. Here's another one here. Okay. Okay. All right, so yeah, I've heard from another person. Thank you to the people in South Africa that are in contact with me now through various means of contact, letting me know what's going on. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it, so I can keep up. These guys keep trying really hard, spamming me here. Let me get rid of this one. Delete. Yep. Yeah, these people are trying to get me to pay money to use their service. I don't think so. Okay. Okay. Huh. Anyway. Yeah. So let's see. Here's my monthly update for YouTube. I had 163 uploads. 6,560 new subscribers, 3.3 million views, 18.3 million minutes watched. Wow. That's pretty cool. So, yeah, it was a good month. And my biggest video was Troops at the Wrong Airfield. Angie's inept ministry lands South African troops at the wrong airfield. So, yeah, so that's kind of the update. So we got people who aren't married. So one piece of advice I gave people, I said, listen, you may not be married and your parents, if you have your parents living with you, you have your brothers living with you, you have your adult children with you, put them on the statement of interest. That's what I said from the beginning. I said they're not part of your immediate family. They should file their own, and I still recommend that, but put them on there because I have a case now of someone that's contacted me and said they're not married, they have a partner, and they did include that partner on the statement of interest, and the partner's being included on there. So that's pretty cool. Feel if I can give info on refugee stuff, how can I send it? I do not want to share publicly if not vetted. Can I contact the mod? No, don't talk to the mod, Sumari. No. You write to me. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, my life has been devoted to protecting secrets, okay? So you can contact me. You don't need to get with intermediary third person. Contact me. Contact me directly. That's what people are doing. And I'll keep informing people. All right? Well, this is all anecdotal. It's anecdotal. So just go with that, okay? Updates help with the waiting process. I know it's not long yet, but the wait sometimes feels... Look, Funky Car Guide, I hear you. I know when you want something, it's like, and you're waiting for that new, like Game of Thrones. People waiting for Game of Thrones to come out, the next season of Game of Thrones. And then they're all up middle of the night in Europe and Africa watching when it comes out in America. Yep. Okay, yeah. I can't guarantee that's the way it is all the time, but that's why I recommend to you that you put everyone that's living in your household on your statement of interest, even though they're not your immediate family. But understand that anyone that's over the age of 18 who's not your spouse needs to do it too. So, yep. Yeah, exactly. Artie says, don't contact me. Yeah, exactly. Don't contact Artie. Please do a video on what is happening on that farm. That's at least... Yeah, I will, Rakes, but it's not going to seem very sympathetic because I'm going to make the point that they don't own the land and that the land was sold and the lease was terminated and they haven't vacated. So, but what I am going to say is that this is where the PI Act should protect them. You can't just throw them off the land. The PI Act should work here. If the PI Act can work for black people stealing land in the Cape, then the PI Act should work for the people living on the land even though they don't own it. Right? Turnabout's fair play. New Fireman every day feels like forever. I never watched Game of Thrones. Neither did I. Rakes, I watched it and they killed Sean Bean. And I full stop. Not watching anymore. I think he's a great actor. One of my favorite actors, Sean Bean. Yep, when they killed off Sean Bean, that was it for me. I was done with that show. Nope, not watching anymore. I know nobody can tell or know except the embassy. I just really need the kind of idea that they would or might phone me. Dennis, well, I've got messages from, I think, 4 people last day who sent in their statement of interest on the 12th of May who have been contacted this week. Okay? Don't know what that means for you. I'm just saying that's the reality. Consulate in Cape Town will start up soon. I don't know, Candace, if that'll happen. Well, also, folks, okay, I'm not going to say this is the case, okay? Don't run around and say Colonel Wyatt said that's the, because we don't know. I suspect now that they're processing so many people, you may not have to go in for the interview. They may just do a telephonic interview. Just suspect that. That doesn't mean they won't see you to vet you. You're going to have to go do the medical. So you're still going to have to make a trip at some point. But I get the feeling, because I told people not to obsess. Not to obsess. What did I say from the very beginning? When the first group came over, that is a proof of concept. Do not count on, and then all the media, oh, we're looking for we're blocking contracted aircraft. No charter flights can come to South Africa. Charter flights are banned because we're not letting them escape. I told you, people won't be leaving on charter flights. They'll be leaving on commercial flights. And what's been happening? Leaving on a jet plane on commercial flights. The first was a one-off. 3 interviews. I have to go to Jamesburg for 3 interviews. I never said that. I was the first group. I told you might have 1 interview, might be 2 interviews, you might have 3 interviews. Probably, People are being contacted. I will email you. You don't obsess and freak out. It's ongoing. Yep. Exactly, Sumari. Don't obsess. Don't freak out. Okay? It's happening. Exactly. Commercial flights are full. Yep. So, yeah, thanks to the State Department. Yeah, I don't even know if I'll be able to go to South Africa because I won't be able to get out. I can't get on a plane. I mean, I'll be a legal alien trapped in South Africa. I'm a legal alien trapped in South Africa. I can't get home. I can make a Woe Is Me song. I'm trapped in the Cape. I can't get home because the planes are full of cheapskates. Yep. My concern is I don't have access to my South African number at the moment. Well, that could be a problem for you, David Van Rienen. I don't know. Mandy Van Roy liked that. That was funny. Waiting patiently for the call, and hopefully the consulate in Cape Town will start. Okay. Had someone spin me the Bantu education sob story, so I point out that was better education than education they had. Yep. Oh yeah, Buster B. Yeah, Bantu education. Well, I'm sorry, Dr. Zweli Mkhize became a practicing professional medical. We had lawyers. Nelson Mandela was a lawyer. Bantu education. How the hell did he become a lawyer? How did Mahatma Gandhi become a practicing barrister in South Africa when it was all racism and Bantu education? What a crock. What a crock. Everyone ever heard of Fort Hare University? Yeah, for black folks. Yeah, and people, was a proud place to get a degree from. Yes, but of course, Bantu education was worse than no education at all. No, Cyril, ANC Bantu education is worse than no education at all. Yeah, we're getting jump seats so you guys can sit in the other seats. That's right, Arctic. Yep, that's right. More al met snore. Amazing moon. It's amazing. Okay, Sedgefield. Yep, we can keep you busy. Yeah, you are keeping me busy, man. Won't be able to come back to South Africa. There's no flights. There's no seats. No room at the inn. We have no room for you. We have no bananas today. I'd like a seat to Atlanta. Well, good luck with that. We can book you in March of 2029. 29? Yeah, that's after Trump leaves office. He moved in smooth with a practiced grin. Ramaphosa. What's the cost? Yeah. All right, now we're going to do one more cool one here. You guys ready for this? Come on. I know we're going to do it here. There it is. Here we go. This is the one. You ready? Oh, yeah. Colonel Wyatt's got a plan so sweet. Here we go. Colonel Wyatt's got a plan so sweet. A meet and greet down Strand's Wyatt Street. South African sun kissed the air so bright. We shared our stories through the night.
Dozens gathered hearts
in sync. With every smile and spirits linked. A room of faces worlds apart, bound by camaraderie heart to heart. Cheers in the air, laughter grows. Friendship's tide, it ebbs and flows. Strand lit up like golden beams. A night that turns into sweet dreams.
The evening hung with fire and glee.
Connections blooming wild and free. Words were sparks igniting light underneath the southern sky tonight. Oh, the beauty, unforgettable glow. Strangers and friends we didn't know, tying threads that'll last and weave. Moments shared on hearts on sleeve. Cheers in the air, laughter grows. Friendship's tide, it ebbs and flows. Strand lit up like golden beams. A night that turns into sweet dreams. I love this one. Such a cool song. I love that. Meet and greet vibes, man. Meet and greet vibes. That song didn't get a lot of attention when I first played it, but I love it. Meet and greet vibes. Gotta save the file. There we go. Cool beans. Not just a pretty face. Both ways are full. Yeah, I know. There's no seats. There's no room at the inn. The airlines are loving this because they don't have to discount any economy seats. They're all full. In fact, let me look and go in Delta. I'll just pick a random date. So if you don't think that there are people leaving South African Refugee program, you are smoking crack cocaine. Let's go to delta.com. Let's go round trip. We go from my MDT to CPT. CPT is Cape Town, isn't it? Yeah, Cape Town, CPT. All right, let's pick a date departure. Let's go for August 21st. Yeah, done. And we'll come back, return on September 26th. Done. One passenger. Let's see if I can find it, if there's any seats and what they cost. Delta. Limited time offer. Ooh, okay, that's for a credit card, though. Price is up 35% from last. Oh, I know. I got rooked on my last flight. Okay, main cabin, $1,400. $1,600. Only one seat left. And that's through Amsterdam. That's not even direct. What the hell? Now they're going through Amsterdam? What happened to the direct flight? Okay, there's the direct flight. Through Amsterdam, it's $1,600 and there's one seat left. $1,400, $1,600, $1,700 through Amsterdam. 33 hours. $1,900 through Joburg. Good God, 33 hours. They're not even direct flights anymore, man. 4 left. 3 left. This is for a flight 2 months from now or 6 weeks from now. Yeah, the direct is full. That's why it's routing me around. It's insane, folks. I'm going to have to book now for December or November. That's crazy. Or I'm going to have to fly to Europe. I mean, that's an option. I'll fly to the UK, fly to Germany, take a few days, and go from there. 3,000. I mean, that's insane. We will start an Opel Plus in America and have an annual family meeting, says Hannes. You can't get to South Africa, come to the UK and do a meet and greet here. Katie, I've done meet and greets in the UK, but they've all been one-off. I've done meet and greets with Hendo twice. I've done meet and greets with Keith Alderson twice. I've done meet and greets with who else have I done with the UK? Oh, with Fiona. Where is Fiona, by the way? I haven't heard from her in weeks. What did you just say? You got what? Did I hear? You're picking up some Safa slang there. What did I say? What did I say, Xavier? I don't remember what I said. Got rooked. Oh, rooked. That's American, man. Got rooked. That's an American phrase. I got rooked. You could always fly via Guam. Are you in Guam, Duvall? Oh, my goodness. Your cats play fight. Okay, Karen. They play fight. Yeah, Xavier's hearing things, man. You know what he's hearing? He's hearing the Colonel didn't get killed. Let's go back. Let's do that because you guys are asking for it earlier. Okay, let's go to the beginning here. 2, 1. Oh, where's that? Come on. Okay, where's it at? Cat, Heart of a Nation. Okay, I guess it was before Meerkats then. Meerkats. 90 days. Oh, there it is. Colonel Chris Lives On. Which one is it? It's this one here or that one? No, it's not that one. It's this one. Yeah, here it is.
Colonel Chris ain't dead, y'all got it twisted. Rumors spread fast, but the truth, y'all missed it. Platinum hair shining, yeah, he's still here. Dropping facts on air, make the trolls disappear. Fake news flying, but the man's still alive. Burning lies down, watch the truth revive. Smacking down nonsense, sharper than a knife. Colonel Chris out here, living his best life. Fake news flying, but the man's still alive. Burning lies down, watch the truth revive. Smacking down nonsense, sharper than a knife. Colonel Chris out here, living his best life. Crash, nah, he cruising top down, no dent. Internet wild, but the truth's well spent. Smoking out the phonies, fire in his veins. Running through the static, breaking all chains. They tried to bury him, but forgot he's a seed. Roots run deep and he grows at speed. Microphone assassin, taking down schemes. Colonel Chris living in your nightmares and dreams. Perish, nah, he rebirthed on the mic. Spitting so raw, turn your dark to light. Platinum like his hair, shining in the storm. Fake news crumble, real truth reborn. Fake news flying, but the man's still alive. Burning lies down, watch the truth revive. Smacking down nonsense, sharper than a knife. Colonel Chris out here, living his best life. Fake news flying, but the man's still alive. Burning lies down, watch the truth revive. Smacking down nonsense, sharper than a knife. Colonel Chris out here, living his best life.
Anyway, yeah, that's the one. Yes, like I'm not on free, I'm on premium. Okay. Great tunes for morning traffic drive. Missed the boat then. Oh, yeah, Katie. Where are you at? Give me a heads up where you're at. I'll be in England for the Women's Rugby World Cup. Where are you at in England? Or in Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland? I get there occasionally. It's been a while. I haven't been to UK in 3 years, I think. It's been a while. Gosh. Yeah, I think that's right. 3 years. Sounds about right. Yeah, last time I was there was November 2020. Wow. Anyway, so yeah. Yeah, it reminds me of Eminem. Windsor. Okay. Oh, that's down not too far. It's around London town. Yeah. Yep. Okay, cool, Katie. I'll have to try to make a meet and greet, but the problem is that people are all over the place in the UK, and people don't like to drive in the UK roads. It's so full of traffic. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's too many people, man. President Trump says they ask his team to flag my response. That's nonsense. That's not from Trump. That's not from Trump. I guarantee it. Anyway, so yeah. So that's Colonel Chris Lives On. And any others, they're pretty cool. Let me see. Proud and Strong we already did. Persona non grata. Oh, yeah, that's good. When we got Persona non grata. Which one is it? Let me see. I can't remember which one it is. No, that's not it. Here it is. Yeah, this is it. Oh, yeah, Persona non grata. In the heart of shadows where headlights grow, a name engraved in whispers and undertow. Ambassador, no title, now it seems so stark. Persona non grata written in the dark. Hold the ties that thread and tangle tight. Diplomatic dances in the cold moonlight. A step misplaced and the stage does sway. Persona non grata carried far away. Pages turn but bridges burn so fast. This is one of my favorites, man. This is for Ibrahim Rasool. A name in ember solemnly cast. In halls of power a silent decree. Echoes and whispers across the sea. Oh, the ties that thread and tangle tight. Diplomatic dances in the cold moonlight. A step misplaced and the stage does sway. Persona non grata carried far away. Rasool, you mother. Yeah, if SA had two brain cells, they would open with a 7 with the A350. They'd open that flight up in a heartbeat. Between the set and scene lies a story that cuts unclean. Hold the ties that thread and tangle tight. Diplomatic dances in the cold moonlight. A step misplaced and the stage does sway. Persona non grata carried far away. You've been Rasool. Well, they should lease another A350 and fill the damn thing up with refugees. I love the piano there. It's beautiful. Persona non grata carried far away. All right, okay, guys, we're gonna create. You ready to create? You guys ready to create? Let's do. Should we do hip hop or dance music? I think we'll do dance. Dance, female vocals. Okay, and we're going to say Cyril, ANC. I like to. All right, let's see what happens, okay? There's a bug in your studio. What does that mean? Will you accept the request on a refugee group, please? What are you talking about? What request? What refugee group? Don't know what you're talking about. Okay, let's see what happens. What are you talking about? What refugee? What are you talking about there? You want me to accept the refugee group? What are you talking about there, man? Oh, well, no, I don't accept. I can only accept the maximum number that WhatsApp allows. Okay, I've said this many, many times that you guys don't listen. You hear what you want to hear. Okay, let's see if there's any space. Group 2 has 40 requests. They come in sequence. Pending requests. Let's see how many spaces. 1, 2, 3. People must have left en masse. 4. I think these are people who are now getting refugee status and they're coming over because the groups are emptying out. They've never emptied like this before. Of course, Erica's email didn't help. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 people just got in there. Okay, that still means there's 34 people trying to get into that group. The other group, 42. Okay. Three got in. 9 more people. That's all I can do. That's all I can do. I've told you to join the Telegram group. Piece of cake. Mullah's Rockin' Latuli House. Okay, let's see who that one is. Okay, the first one's taking a long time to load. Second one is already loaded. That's weird. Let's see if there's a problem with that. Love this song. Awesome beat. Belinda, there's no song playing. You must be way behind in the stream. Oh, okay. All right. Mullah's Rockin' Latuli House. Let's see how this sounds.
Cyril, why do you love our end? The whisper's louder than the fan, spinning shadows on the floor. Promises break at the core. Latuli house is shaking, the moonlight's moves overtaking, heartbeats lost in Pretoria's haze. South Africans count
Okay, that one's Mullah's Rock and Latuli House. Yeah, nobody wants to lease South African Airways planes because they'll never get their money, or the plane will be crashed. Yeah, they don't trust the SAA. Okay, let's see. I hope this version's a little bit better.
Cyril, why do you love Iran? The whispers louder than the fan, spinning shadows on the floor. Promises break at the core. The Thule house is shaking. The mullah's moves overtaking.
I don't know what you're talking about, Buster
Heartbeats
B.
lost in Pretoria's haze. South Africans counting the days.
What settlers where?
Rocking the Thule house, burning bright where truth is doused. Hearts on fire, but the people cry. Dancing shadows under broken skies. Desert hit the cranes. Oh, drowning light.
Yeah, his plane had problems.
Do they see the faces?
All right, that's a little bit better, but still not great. Yeah, there's a problem with... What are you talking about? March 17th, 1820. What settlers where? Leasing 2 737s, but using foreign crew. Yeah, but 3 737s are not transatlantic planes. That's not what they're there for. That doesn't carry enough people. What do you get? 221 max packs on that thing, something like that. I mean, 737 is freaking, inter-Europe. 737 is inter-Africa. It's an American domestic Southwest, cattle car. 737. It's a workhorse. There you go. 188, not even 221. You can't make money on that. And you can't fly. Can even fly across the Atlantic. Doesn't have that kind of range. They can lease 737s, but that's only going to be for a flight from Joburg to Cape Town or to Durban. Tribal beat. Okay, there you go. Using it for Joburg, Cape Town. Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. Well, that's a milk run there. I can tell you, every freaking South Air flight that I've flown on for the past 3 years has been full. Every one. Cape Town, Joburg, Cape Town, full. Joburg, Durban, Cape, full. Yeah, it needs fuel stops, exactly. And landing rights and apron pay, and you pay for all that crap. So I don't know if I think I told you these guys, some of these people a long time ago. So I did an air mission down to Klagenfurt and by the Wörthersee in southern Austria, and we flew down there. We landed at the Franz Josef Strauss Airport, which was brand new in Munich. It only opened up that year, and we parked out in the place where they put private jets, not at the main terminal, out on the other side of the airport, so you don't even go to the main terminal. We get out of the plane, and there's a jet there, black jet. No pun intended. Jet black is the color, and an orange on it, Bon Jovi. It was Bon Jovi's plane, and they were in town for a concert in Munich, and so we refueled and refiled a flight plan, took off, and flew down over Chiemsee, and we got past Chiemsee on the A8 Autobahn before we got to Bad Reichenhall, and fog just came pouring in, and we couldn't go anywhere. So we hovered over the A8, but vehicles below us are almost wrecking, looking up at these helicopters, 3 helicopters in the air just above the highway. So they found a field. We went over and sat down in the field with the blades spinning for about 10, 15 minutes till it cleared just enough for us to take off and go back to Munich, refuel, refile the flight plan, go around the lake, and on the north side, avoid the fog, get into Austria, fly all the way down, get to the last mountain passes before we go past them and get to Klagenfurt when the fog just came rolling up over the mountains. You could just see it. And the Cobra and the Black Hawk couldn't fly on this stuff. They don't have the equipment. The Apache pilot, no problem. They can navigate that, no problem. So the Apache pilot went on a hunting mission, and they went looking for a path up along the mountains, trying to find a way through, looking through, and couldn't find anything. So we turned around, we came all the way back. We came back and we landed at Salzburg, and these pilots are accustomed to flying in UK and Belgium and Netherlands, Germany, NATO partners, France even. And whenever you land in a NATO country, all you do is you hand them your data plate. So your data plate's just a card that has the unit identification on it, and it has the tail number for the aircraft registration. You give them to it, and that gets billed, and it's sent back to the U.S. military, and they pay for it. Well, we're in Austria. Austria was neutral. Austria was like Germany. It was divided by the Soviets, the French, the Germans, and the Americans into 4 zones of occupation. Vienna, just like Berlin, and the rest of the country. But in 1955, Austria's neutrality was guaranteed. All parties left. So from 1955 until this time frame in 1993, I think it was, it's a neutral country. So we land, we go to the operations center at the base of the tower, and none of them speak German. None of the pilots. That's why I went along. So I'm there as the interpreter. So I talked to the guys in the tower. I said, yeah, okay, thank you. And they're refueling. So yeah, they're out there refueling your aircraft now. And we left crew chiefs out there with them. And then they handed me a bill. It was the equivalent in Austrian shillings of about $10,000. $10,000 in 1993. I think that's what it was. I'm like, hello? What's this for? Well, you pay for the fuel. That wasn't too bad. But then you pay an outrageous sum for the apron fees to park there, to land there, and to taxi down and go to the apron. Then we had to pay to leave the aircraft there overnight. Then we had to pay landing fees and taxes. I'm like, and they're like, why? We don't pay taxes. We're military. I said, you're not military here. They don't care. So I called my op center back in Hanau and explained to them what was going on. I said, you call the embassy. I don't have a number for them. They called the embassy. The attaché called me back in Salzburg on my on the phone at the tower. I didn't have a cell phone. And we sorted it all out. And the Austrian Defense Ministry paid for it in the end, not the U.S. But wow, man, 10,000. That was insane. I use Suno, Alan. Okay, there is now an amendment tabled in Parliament to do amendments to the PI Act. The PI Act? Is that what you're trying to say, Anita? Oh, yeah, Xavier, it was something else. What was really cool about that trip was, so we were flying at, I don't know, 7,000, 8,000 feet. I don't know, something high. It wasn't above 10,000 feet because, we're not pressurized, but maybe it was several thousand feet. And below us, like ants, is an green Austrian valley, and little cars moving down there, and you can't even see the people. And I'm sitting there in the back of the Black Hawk, and I've got my headphones on, and the crew chiefs are up front, and I was still a lieutenant then. I wasn't even a captain. And I'm looking at the blades turning, and I'm watching the blades on the outside as they go around. And the water is coming off. It isn't just dripping off. It's pouring off as if somebody opened up a faucet, a spigot. And I'm like, Chief? Yeah, what's up, LT? Listen, I'm not a physicist here, but I get the principle. We're staying in the air because helicopters beat atoms into submission, right? So that's how we're staying aloft. Yeah? What are you talking about, LT? I said, well, I have a question for you. Is there some point at which we lose lift because the blades are soaked? It's all right, LT. We're going to be fine. Don't worry about it. Anyway, so we turned around, went back. And then the worst part is we're coming back, and we flew back directly because we were low on fuel. So Arctic will get this. Arctic, you'll love this, okay? So coming back, the fuel gauge in the Black Hawk, I can see it from where I'm sitting. It's up in the cockpit there, and I can see it from the seat because I'm sitting in the front row. And I'm like, hey, Chief? Yeah, what's up, LT? I said, look, I'm not a mission planner here, but I do understand that we burn fuel and we measure it in pounds. Roger, LTY. I said, is it me or is that gauge a little bit low? I mean, does that say 340 pounds? Fuel? He said, yeah, no, we're okay. I said, you do realize how much further we got to go? No, we'll be okay, sir. So the gauge went down and started fluctuating up and down. It was around 200, less than 200 pounds when we landed. Arctic? That's not a lot of fuel, is it? Yeah, helicopters fly because the earth rejects them. That's exactly right. We got out, there's like no fuel, man. We're like vapors. Like you can almost pop the freaking cap on the fuel tank and it was empty. It was a fart. There was like nothing left. I think it was, I'm saying it was 100, 200, but I think it was more like 60 or 80 pounds. It was showing on the gauge. It was low. It was low, man. I mean, I wasn't afraid, but I'm just saying, man, that is not a lot of fuel. Just saying. We were low. Yeah, exactly. He says at 340 pounds, he's pouring his whiskey in the tanks and praying. Dude, we were under 200 pounds. I was like, oh my gosh. That was something else. I'll never forget that. And the whole trip started because I was in Hanau. I was a Brigade S2, and these pilots kept coming up to the battalion, or the brigade, not going through the battalion. Normally, if you need maps, you request them through your battalion intelligence office. So they kept coming up to me, pilots, and asking, hey, sir, do you have any maps of Austria? I'm like, Austria? What are you guys doing? Some sort of MapX? Yeah, we're doing MapX. And then finally, I talked to the NCO who was down in the battalion. I called him, I said, Sergeant Hannah, Matthew Hanna. I said, Sergeant Hanna, I said, what's going on here? It's like I've had 4 or 5 pilots come up here and ask for maps of Austria, and we don't really carry them normally. I can get them, but what's up? Oh, yes, sir. No, there's a air show down in Klagenfurt, and they're going down there. I said, really? When? This weekend. So I went to my brigade commander who loved me, Colonel Stephen Cook. He's a rock star, man. Played rugby at West Point. I said, hey, boss. He said, yeah, what's up, Chris? I said, we've got a bunch of pilots going down. Oh, yeah, the air show down there in Austria. I said, you do realize, sir, that none of them speak German. I mean, this isn't Germany where lots of people speak English. This is Austria. Those people don't speak English. You're going to need somebody to be an interpreter. He looked at me with a wry smile and goes, all right, Chris, go tell the S3 to cut you some orders. You're going with them. I'm like, yes. And we got to see Bon Jovi's played. We got to fly. And then the best part, this was the coolest part. Well, not the coolest part, but this is, so we flew in, right? All right. We overnighted in Salzburg. Now we have no transportation. We got to take taxis. None of these guys have shillings. They've got German marks. It's still the 1990s. And anyway, so I managed to corral some transportation for them using a credit card. I used a personal credit card. I had a credit card then, and we were able to get to and a couple went got an ATM machine, got cash out that way, and we went and I found like 3 or 4 hotels, and we mixed everybody up, and then these guys just went off. They went to clubs and everything. I couldn't control it. Anyway, it wasn't my job to control them. Anyway, so we get back to the airfield in the morning. We fly down. Now it's Saturday. We were supposed to be there Friday like everybody else. Now the French never made it because they were coming from France and they couldn't fly over the Alps. The weather was all over the Alps. The entire Alps were just, because they were flying, I think when they're flying something that was VFR. They couldn't fly instruments, whatever they're flying. Anyway, so we get there, and everybody else is there. The British pilots are there, the Lynx pilots are there, and the Italians are there, and the Austrians are there. So we come in, 3-ship mission. We got the Apache up front, then the Black Hawk, and then the Cobra behind us. We come in, I'm in the Black Hawk in the middle. And they treat you like a plane. You don't just fly in an airfield and go zzz, land. You gotta taxi down the runway and turn. It's almost silly, It's because you're in the air, you're not on the ground, right? Anyway, so as we come in, there's thousands of people at the air show. It must have been like 10:30 in the morning we get there. And they thought it was all part of the air show because here come the Americans. We landed, the blade stopped, and like thousands of people rush up to the helicopters. And we're just trying to get our bags out and get to the hotel. It was awesome, man. It was so cool. Yeah. And then, oh my gosh. Oh, it just gets better. So we had all these functions, right? So we went to a formal dining in at dinner. It was so cool. I was a lieutenant. I had a bunch of ribbons already from my time enlisted. My officer time, I already haven't been served in combat. It's after the Gulf War, and my combat patch and all that stuff. And I was wearing my dress blues. And we go, and then we went to this dinner. It was incredible. And there was an Austrian colonel. The dude he must have been 60 some years old. He was still in the Austrian Air Force. His father had been in the First World War. This is 1990, so he was born in the 20s. He was like 70 already. About 70. So his father was in the Austrian-Hungarian Air Force, and he was shot down over the Alps in Italy and died as a pilot in World War I. So his mother said, he never knew his father, you are not going to be, it must have been more like 1916 or 17, something like that. You are not going to be a pilot. And he was drafted into the Wehrmacht from Austria, and he wound up being an air defender. So he shot down Allied aircraft. He shot his father down in World War I, so he shot them down in World War II. Anyway, here it is, the early 1990s. He's still in the Air Force, man. It's incredible. So he was really cool. I can't remember his name. Gosh, he wouldn't be alive now. He'd be like 110 or something like that. Anyway, but he invites us all to go to a club. We all went down to the club. I mean, it was just part of the event. So we went there, and they're playing music and everything. And so, it was warm in there. So I took my jacket off, and my jacket on, my ribbons and my brass and my insignia. The Lynx pilots who were drinking thought it'd be funny to take my ribbons and move them around and take some of them. So I came back, and I'm looking at my jacket, and I'm like, what the because I can't wear that jacket now. I'm out of uniform. You can't just walk around looking like a soup sandwich. And the British pilots thought it was funny. Now, by the way, the British let NCOs fly helicopters. They're nuts. We would never trust an NCO with a helicopter. We trust in people's lives, but not with a helicopter. You can replace people. Helicopters cost tens of millions of dollars. Anyway, seriously. This is all in Salzburg. That's correct. Oh, no, this is in Klagenfurt, Buster B. I'm sorry. This is in Klagenfurt. This is in Klagenfurt, down by the Wörthersee. So, anyway, not Salzburg. We left there. We flew down to the airfield for the air show. And so I had a look on my face. I didn't say anything. I'm like, you SOBs, what the hell are you doing here? I left, and one of the guys said to the British guys, like, they're like, because they told me afterwards, he's like, you guys know that, like, the Americans have to buy all this stuff in their uniform. You know that's not free, right? And they're like, what? Yeah, that lieutenant had to buy everything on the uniform. I mean, he can't walk around with that uniform. I went to the bathroom. I came back like 5 minutes later. Every single ribbon was back where it came from. Every accoutrement was back in the spot it started in. Everything was back where it started. My rank on my epaulets, everything. And everything was cool that night. So the pilots, the Lynx pilots, I got to know them. They called themselves Liquid Lynx because they drank beer like the Irish, man. They drank beer like it was going to go out of style tomorrow, like it would never be another beer. They're just like the Irish, man. Oof. It was something else. And it was really cool. So the air show was pretty cool. I don't even remember going home after that. I mean, the next day. I remember the whole thing. Experience was incredible. Who's allowed to fly planes with no registration numbers on them? My bro picked up a USB stick at a music festival and it had all these unmarked planes on it. I have no idea what that is. Probably some classified thing. Anything discussed in Parliament is another opportunity to change acts. Man in the mirror. Okay, you got to go, Xavier. Take care. Well, it's getting late. Oh my gosh, 2.5 hours. I didn't realize it was this late. We're having fun with all the music. Helicopter pilots use more alcohol than engine oil. I think you're right about that. Jake Overly Thinker is liking the stories. Okay, cool. Yeah, what a story. Yeah, no, it's a credible memory, man. I'm putting a lot of my songs on Ian. So let's see how many are on Spotify now. Oh, that's not the right window. Hang on. Okay, I had 4 earlier. Let's see if any more made it on. Nope, they're not on there yet. Just 4 still. So we'll reload it one more time. So it takes a little while. But I've now loaded 10 songs or something like that. So yeah. It says Meerkats in Space should be loaded up there, but it's not showing yet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 songs, and I'll put more on there. So there's 10 on there now. I'll put more tomorrow morning. 10 songs on Spotify. But they're not just on Spotify, folks. They're on Amazon and they're on Apple, the Play Store, whatever it's called. Anyway, the Mullah's Rockin' the House. Not really impressed with that one. Didn't really come out the way I wanted to. Oh, Katie loves my stories. Thank you, Katie. Sandra loves experience too. State funeral category. Air Force probably don't have any airplanes to fly. Obviously filmed Middle East, others in snow, military barracks type housing. Those curved top buildings. Was afraid to contact the owner. Oh, okay. Must have had a hissy fit. No, I didn't. I mean, there was no point. Plus, it wouldn't look cool. I was hanging out in a club with all these military guys. I was just like, this was like serious. This was my look. Minus the beer, I was like, and I kind of shrugged my shoulders, went lightly, and went to the bathroom and came back, and they fixed it, man. It was all fixed. Airwolf. Yeah, it wasn't my cup of tea. So anyway, alrighty, folks. 2.5 hours. Wow, time flies. Be sure to hit the like button. Don't forget later today we've got Dr. Corne Mulder at 7:30 South African time, 1:30 the afternoon my time. Yeah, it's on Apple Music, Jake. Should be on Apple. It's on Amazon. I went and looked. Yeah, went on Amazon. So let me go to Amazon, and I did a search on Amazon. Let's see. Prime. This is last Prime Day. Today's big deals. Let me see. DJ Silver Eagle Jellyfish Sway. And there it is. Check it out. Let me put it on there. So DJ Silver Eagle Jellyfish Sway. Amazon. There's the song, right? And you can listen to it there. That's Sneaker Pimps. That's not me. What the heck is that? Keeps putting Sneaker Pimps up instead of my music. What the hell is that? That's not right. Save South Africa. Okay, let me put Save South Africa. That one came up before, and I played it. Okay, there it is. Yeah, see, that's what's on there. The other one played Sneaker Pimps. What kind of crap is that? My song and it played Sneaker Pimps. Shower, it's boiling. Okay, sorry to hear that. All right, folks, let's hit the like button, okay? Okay. All right, I'm going to bed. Yeah, there's 4 on there now, but the other 6 have loaded up. They'll be there within a short order, okay? All right, guys, thanks for being here. Be sure to hit the like button. This is kind of a chill. We do this, we do music and stuff, okay? Have a good one. Thanks for being here, and we will see you later today. Later today. Cheers, everybody. I'm trying to find my stuff. There we go. Bye-bye.